Yeah, I see where people's commenting already. The world has gone mad. It really has, and we've been predicting this. And we're not the only ones. Look, and it don't take a prophet to know and to have known what was coming. But y'all, it has come so quick. It has come so quick. Let's just think back over the last 5 weeks. Okay, we have had an attempted assassination of a presidential candidate. It's been memory hole. Nobody even talks about it anymore. Everybody's done moved on from that as far as the media is concerned. We had the coup and the removal of a sitting president from running for office and the basically placement of the current Democratic candidate in place. We've had 2 conventions. We've had one convention and the candidate that was placed in there of the Democratic Party has still not did a sit-down interview, and according to the polls, is leading and predicted to win the presidency. Of course, I think most people on here are very skeptical of those polls, but I'm just telling you that's the narrative that's being told to us. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight is the narrative. The narrative, I'm going to show you several news articles, show you some videos of how around the world 1984 is living out right before our very eyes. Now, some of you saw yesterday, I believe it was, I did a breaking news right when it happened where they had arrested the CEO and the founder of Telegram that we talk a lot about on this program. Pavel Durov has been arrested by France for, quote unquote, the lack of moderation of their platform. Telegram founder and CEO Pavel Durov was arrested in France on Saturday after his private jet landed at the airport, French media reported. He was arrested under a warrant related to, quote, various violations of his encrypted messaging service, which is Telegram. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. The 39-year-old, who is a billionaire, became a French citizen in 21 and is expected to be brought to court on Sunday. French authorities are accusing Durov of, quote, lack of moderation involving Telegram. The messaging app is reportedly under attack in Europe for the, quote, viral circulation of false information, end quote. Telegram has shielded itself from state moderation rules at a time when the European Union and the United States are putting pressure on major platforms to remove illegal content. Goes on to say France's Office to Combat Violence Against Minors issued the warrant as part of his investigation in, quote, offenses ranging from fraud, drug trafficking, cyberbullying, organized crime, glorifications of terrorism, and fraud. Enough with Telegram's impunity. Duro, who doesn't often sit down for interviews, spoke with Tucker Carlson. We covered that. Blah, blah, blah. And so here he is. Here's when he did the interview with Tucker Carlson. Well, let's show you here what happened today. Rumble's CEO escapes France, y'all. This is insane. So now we're talking about Telegram yesterday. Today, this is dated August 25th. This morning, Rumble CEO tweeted, I'll show you the tweet in just a minute, that he had escaped France after Telegram's CEO is arrested for not censoring free speech, vows to fight French tyrants in courts for right to freedom of expression. Chris Pavlovsky, the CEO of Rumble, announced on Sunday that he has escaped France and departed communist Europe. Pavlovsky, who runs one of the largest social media platform companies in the world in Rumble, has always vowed to make his platform an oasis for free speech, unlike the far-left tyrants of who allow leftists to spew unlimited amount of lies when not allowed conservatives, blah, blah, blah. So this is what he tweeted. Let's see if I can find the tweet here. Is this it? Yeah, this is the actual tweet from the CEO, Pavlovsky. He says, I'm a little bit late to this, but for good reason. I've already departed from Europe. France has threatened Rumble, and now they have crossed a red line by arresting Telegram CEO Pavel Durov, reportedly for not censoring speech. Rumble will not stand for this behavior and will use every legal means available to fight for freedom of expression, a universal human right. We are currently fighting in the courts of France, and we hope for Pavel Durov's immediate release. So now you have Rumble CEO, and of course he also tweeted this: 1 down, 3 to go. TikTok, Telegram, and then what's next? X and Rumble. And then of course also Elon retweeted that as well. So this is the world we live in right now, and it is going to get crazier. I've been telling you this for weeks now, if not months, that this is what is coming, and it is now here. But now, so let's think about what we just said. The CEO of Telegram. Now think about all three of these have in common: Telegram, Rumble, and X. And I'm sure the powers that be that are listening to all this and all the AI that's listening to it don't like me talking about other platforms. I know that. I get that. So I know that our views are probably going to be down on this program. And that's okay. I don't care, because as long as I can get out here and give the truth to as many as I can before it gets shadow banned and all that, so be it. But so all three of those, X, Rumble, and Telegram, all have one thing in common. They are all blanketing themselves in free speech, and they are anti-censorship. And the whole world wants to censor these three. These are the only three that's left out there, really. Now, there's some other ones. There's several ones. I know there's Brighteon, BitChute, and some others. But I'm talking about the major players. And I'm not downgrading these other ones as well, because they're up and coming. But I'm talking about the three major ones that the world censors hate the most are these three, which are the three prominent. Why do they hate them so much? Because for so long they have controlled everything. They've controlled everything. Let's think about 4 years ago when we were in the middle of the wham-wham. We was in the middle of the election, and something came out about a laptop. Remember that? That's proven to be absolutely 100% true. But if you even shared a news article about that laptop, you were immediately banned. Okay? In fact, I think it was New York Post maybe, that broke the story. Twitter banned them altogether. Of course, this was pre-purchase of Elon Musk. Speaking of Elon Musk, look at this. Elon Musk is talking about in Europe, there's growing calls for Musk to be arrested. Leftists in the United Kingdom and Europe are doubling down on censorship, calling for the arrest of ex-owner Elon Musk and the cancellation of the X social media platform to silence opposing views. Former White House and Pentagon official Douglas McKinnon warned Sunday, quote, "As someone who pays close attention to the politics and the media in the United Kingdom and Europe, I began to notice a shocking narrative emanating from a growing number of the left there, calling for the arrest of Elon Musk as well as the cancellation of X, the social media site that he owns." He said for the piece, The Hill, opinion piece. "Surely I thought these people can't be serious, but they are, and are deadly serious. For them, Musk and X have become public enemy number one. The UK and Europe have been watching Musk like hawks to censor free speech in Russia's war in Ukraine, the ongoing Israeli war on Iranian-backed terrorist proxies Hamas and Hezbollah, and the rise of terrorists and extremist activity endangering public safety. Also, the EU's Thierry Breton, a French businessman who is in the European Commission for Internal Market, sent a letter to Musk warning him against spreading disinformation before an X Spaces interview with Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump earlier this month, which Musk denounced as an anti-Trump election interference attempt. The latest calls to close in on Musk came after Pavel Durov, the Russian-born billionaire, founder and owner of the Telegram messaging app, was arrested at the airport in Paris shortly after landing his private jet on Saturday. The arrest of the 39-year-old technology billionaire prompted on Sunday both a warning from Moscow to Paris that Durov should be accorded his rights and criticism from Musk, who said the free speech in Europe was under attack. Why have so many on the left and the media seemingly fallen in love with censoring free speech or canceling those who hold different opinions for themselves? McKinnon wrote, "I am old enough to remember when Democrats, liberals, and the media were all about free and protected speech. This has become a chilling and dangerous trend. I am also old enough to remember when Democrats, liberals, and the media raged against totalitarianism regimes, silencing the voices of the opposition and calls for their arrest. Now they seemingly choose to weaponize censorship and lawfare for their own measures." Finally, the leftists in the UK and Europe are using the guise of right-wing extremism to censor speech they do not like. What most set off the authorities and cancel-pushing left in the UK was Musk posting, quote, "Civil war in this country is inevitable," he wrote. Rather than address the concerns, results in legitimate fears that millions of their fellow citizens have with regard to unvetted and uncontrolled immigration, some authorities and media figures choose to lash out at Musk. So, wow. So it comes down to immigration, which is the number one thing that's on voters' minds here in this country. Immigration. And immigration is what is causing all of this censorship, because what they're saying there in the EU is, we don't like you coming against and making statements about the protests that are in the streets. Well, let me tell you something. It's happening in Europe, but it's about to happen in America. You better know this. As we get closer and closer to this election, we've already seen protests on the streets, but I'm telling you, it's going to another level. And only one side's going to be censored. I think we all know that, right? So this is just a little clip here from when, I believe April 17th, 2024, when Elon interviewed the CEO. Let's see if I can get this to play here.
To be fair, you have now Twitter or X, that seemingly becoming more pro freedom of speech. It's a great development, and things are starting to change, it seems. We love the fact that Elon bought Twitter. We thought it was a great development for a number of reasons. First reason is just innovation. You could see X trying a lot of things. Some of them will turn out to be mistakes. Some of them will work, but at least they're trying to innovate. That's something we didn't have outside of Telegram and a few other companies in this industry for the last 10 years. What X is trying to do is innovation, trying different things, trying to give power to the creators.
Let me stop it there, because, there's just, I don't know if y'all realize that, how quickly you can get tagged. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit to alter it. Then we're going to finish this little clip.
Trying to get the ecosystem economy going. Those are all exciting things. And I think we need more companies like that. I don't know if it's good for humanity that Elon is spending so much time on Twitter, making it better, but it's definitely good for the social media industry. To be fair, you have...
All right, so this was the CEO of Telegram, who is sitting in a French jail tonight, facing up to 20 years imprisonment. The billionaire who has started one of the, if not the preeminent, encrypted, private, censorship-free messaging app called Telegram. And here he is being interviewed by another target of the censors, which is Tucker, and talking also about Elon. So we see the pattern here. Well, I want to show you this little thing. This is not, you remember the book 1984? They made a movie of it, and everybody always talks about totalitarianism and control and censorship. That when 1984 was written, the book, and then the movie later on happened, it was just a movie. I mean, people could not imagine that we would be living in it. Well, we are living in it. And I want to give credit to this guy here on Twitter. I found this, and I thought it was very interesting. J. Gen Xer, looks like he's from Canada. 1984, George Orwell's 9 most important lessons on how societies become totalitarian. And he gives a video credit to Blender News, and I will do that as well. But these are quotes from the book. It's a little 2-minute clip here. Let me speed this up a little bit here, and we'll pause it about the 1-minute mark. But I want you to hear this. These are from the book 1984, and then I want you to think about the times that we live in right now.
Here are George Orwell's 9 most important lessons on how societies become totalitarian. First, attempts to create an equal and fair world through state redistribution has always led to mass poverty and death. As Orwell warned, So much of left-wing thought is a kind of playing with fire by people who do not even know that fire is hot. Second, all totalitarian regimes rewrite history to suit their narrative, because who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. Third, political correctness blinds people to reality, as political language is designed to make lies sound truthful and murder respectable, and to give an appearance of solidity to pure wind. Fourth, intelligence can foster delusion by crafting clever defenses for foolish ideas. Orwell observed, there are some ideas so wrong that only a very intelligent person could believe in them. Fifth, the pursuit of happiness often brings suffering. 4, men can only be happy when they do not assume that the object of life is happiness.
Wow. All right, so we're going to continue this. We're keeping in mind now, if you came in late here, these are quotes from the book 1984. And these are happening pretty rapid, so some of you might have to go back and watch this again afterwards. But think about the world we live in right now.
Sixth, efforts to establish equal outcomes merely invert the social hierarchy rather than level it, resulting in a scenario where all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Seventh, totalitarianism thrives on a population that can hold two contradictory beliefs as truth, such as war is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. Eighth, those who seek to restrict language aim to restrict thought. 4,
those that deem to restrict language all are wanting to restrict thought. These are all things from a book called 1984.
If thought corrupts language, language can also corrupt thought.
Wow.
Lastly, the bedrock of all freedoms is freedom of speech, because if liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Did you see that? Oh my goodness, we got to back that up real quick. Right there, I'm gonna pause it. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. And I'm going to show you another example about how Elon just busted this guy's tail when it came to that.
Here, it would seem it's more important than ever that humanity listens to Orwell's warnings.
All right, so watch this right here. This is the current vice president candidate on the Democratic side being interviewed by Joy Reid on MSNBC.
Or hate speech, and especially around our democracy. I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
There's no guarantee to free speech when it comes to hate speech and misinformation. Basically, what we just read from saw from 1984, it's hate speech when it's a truth that you don't want to hear, and censorship comes into it. And this was an interview when Elon was being interviewed actually by Don Lemon, and Don Lemon, thought he came on X and thought he was just going to just rake Elon over the coals.
Censorship is what you're saying.
No, I don't love censorship.
Then why are you asking?
I believe in moderation, but I don't believe in
censorship. Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship.
But don't you think free speech is one thing, right? Or not,
Look, if something's illegal, we're going to take it down. If it's not illegal, then we're putting our thumb on the scale and we're being censors.
You're putting your thumb on the scale for moderating hate speech. I mean, you don't put out child pornography. That's not.
It's illegal.
Some people would say that's considered censorship. I'm just saying you.
No, I literally, Don, I literally said, if something is legal, okay, we will obviously remove it.
Okay.
But if it is not legal, the laws in this country are put forward by the citizens. We're a democracy. If those laws are put in place by the people, we adhere to those laws.
Okay, I agree.
To the laws of others. If you go beyond the law, you're actually going beyond the will of the people. Don, you love censorship, is what you're saying.
No, I don't love censorship.
Then why are you asking?
I believe in moderation, but I don't believe in
censorship. Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship.
Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship. Wow. All right, so getting something here in for my wife. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see. Okay, yeah. She was, I don't know how I could do it here. She was just wanting to show you that when we were in downtown Birmingham last night, we were interrupted by a Free Palestine march, and they were chanting going down the streets of Birmingham from the river to the sea. Israel shall no longer be. which of course is the eradication of the nation of Israel. Now, here's where we're at. We are living 1984. So the three platforms that we have on the thumbnail, the three platforms we talked about tonight, the three platforms, if you came in late, you need to go back and watch it. I showed you tonight that the CEO of Telegram, the founder of Telegram, is in a French prison tonight. He is going to go before a judge probably sometime tomorrow, in the next couple of days, and he is facing up to 20 years. The crime that he is accused of and has been arrested for is failing to moderate, having enough moderation on his app called Telegram. We have the CEO and the owner of Rumble leaving France as well. I don't know why they were all there. I think there was some kind of conference there. He said, basically, I have escaped France right after they took the Telegram CEO in, and they have threatened Rumble, and they have threatened us. We're going to fight it. You got Elon, who is all over it, tweeting all over X that they've been threatened. Of course, you know there's multiple countries. If I can show you this, that look at this right here. So this is these are just what's happened in the last few weeks. China bans Rumble. France threatened Rumble. We leave. Brazil threatens Rumble. We leave. In other words, they've shut down Rumble in France and Brazil because of the threat. The United Kingdom has threatened Rumble. Russia has banned Rumble. New Zealand has threatened Rumble. France arrests Telegram CEO. All right? So these are the tweets just from the list, just from the Rumble guy. So here's where we're at. I want to show you on the screen right now what we need to do, okay, as a big picture family. And some of you have already done this. And because of the algorithm, all I'm going to do is say, look at the screen, and you'll see that we have a page that is on the green logo, as you see on the screen. And you can go there and search for our page. You can see what it's called. And we need you to follow us there. As you can see, almost every show that we do is on there as well. And we have not ever been flagged on this platform. Okay? So here's one of the ones we've talked about tonight. Go there and subscribe. Secondly, if you use X, or even if you don't use X and you want to have unfiltered information, go to x.com/myname, and you'll see that this is my page here. I have very few followers here. I've not really been active on X. I'm going to be more active on X. But there is the platform. Of course, we stream live on there as well. You can see our videos are there. Our shows are there. And we're starting to get some traction there. But go to X. I'll try to put all these links in the description. I don't know how that will hurt me in the you know what. And then finally, here is what the app looks like that's called Telegram. So when you download Telegram, and there is a link in the description where you can go directly to our channel. You see it right there, and you'll know it's us. There's some fake ones out there. That's one of the things about Telegram. It's so uncensored. It's easy to make clones and so forth out there. So make sure you go to the one that has at least 1,300 subscribers or more. The other ones only have like 5 or 10 that are pretending to be me. Got my picture and all this. But go to this one, and you'll see my username is my name, no spaces. Go there and follow us in Rumble. As you can see, there are multiple things. Just to give you an example of what I do on Rumble. Like here is a video that I did only on Rumble.
Hey everybody, I want to jump on here real quick and just start with my Telegram channel before I make this public to anybody else. I've been thinking about doing.
So I do videos that are on Telegram and talk about things there that I cannot talk about on the other platforms. So it's really, really important for you guys to go to Telegram and download the app and follow us there, because y'all, what is about to happen, now listen to me, I've been trying to prepare you for this. What is about to happen in the United States of America, as well as countries all over the world, is we are about to see censorship on a level like we have never seen. You think 2020 was something? I'm telling you, it's coming. And I'm working on some things behind the scenes right now to try to ensure that we will be able to continue to communicate if all of them get shut down. Because the bottom line is this: you've got these three that we talked about that are the most uncensored platforms, but they're still on the internet. And that's the drawback of the internet. They don't run the internet. These CEOs do not run the internet. They run their apps. And the powers that be are so powerful that if they really wanted to, they have the ability to just use the internet to shut them down. So I hope that that's not going to be the case. So I need you to help us pray, and I need you to help us build the big picture family. Let's get these things as big as we can so that we can talk to as many people as we can, as quickly as we can. Try to follow us and subscribe everywhere you can, because who knows which one's going to be left standing. Share this. Send people. Tell them. Join the big picture family. And we don't ask for money here. We don't really push that here. But if you want to help us, because we're going to have to build a server, basically, is what I'm trying to say, to back up the programs and all this kind of stuff. It's going to cost some money. We're also building a television studio, and we got a 30-second commercial that will tell you more about it, and I'll be right back after this commercial.
Would you like to help us build the big picture family? We're on a mission to wake up the world to what is really going on. All you have to do is go to our website at LarryRagland.com and make a one-time gift, or you can become a monthly partner. Any amount is a blessing and an encouragement to us. While you're there, make sure you get a copy of our book, I See Greatness in You. Browse our merchandise store, connect with us on our social media links, and join our mailing list. We appreciate it. And remember, we ain't woke, but we are certainly awake.
Yes, we are. We are certainly awake, and that's what this program is all about. And that's why I want to jump on here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the big show. This is Sandy and I do a Monday night show. If you're new to our channel, do not miss it. Every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we do a 1.5 to 2 hour program where we're going to cover all the breaking news and more, and we cover it from a non-woke stance. So join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. right here on The Big Picture, Rumble, YouTube, X, not on Facebook. This is on Facebook right now, but those are not on Facebook. So make sure that you subscribe to one of those channels. So God bless you, and thank you for jumping on here. Let's pray, y'all, and let's stick together, because if we don't stick together, we can't stay together when we're in trouble, y'all. We need each other. So have a blessed night. Get some rest. Big week is happening. See you tomorrow night. We ain't woke, but we certainly are awake. See ya. Bye-bye, y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Bye.